Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Japanese turret farming if everything goes well. As you saw in the first episode, the surprise attack on the German port kind of went well, sank 2 of their battleships. No losses of our own, but we did lose 2 of our heavy cruisers, which are not exactly cheap. As well, we knocked out most of our own battleships. They won't be available for the next couple months. And we are now blockaded. One of the things I noticed, I wanted to deprioritize armor development. And instead, want to up the machinery to save weight, because we're not going to be using a lot of armor throughout the series. Moving on, I don't think I'm going to move anything around. We're just going to go right into it and into the next turn. Oh, yep, almost forgot. Oh, and we're definitely not going to have enough for that, since we lost only 1 destroyer. And we're waiting for those ones to come out. Push a short 1. That should do. Although, with that in mind, I think it is worth designing a new destroyer. I'm going to auto-design, get the base design, which I don't particularly like. Like the 4-inch turrets. I find they're a bit more effective than the 3-inchers. Get the fore and aft turret. 2 swivel mounts. Be slightly crowded. I don't mind that too much. Normal accommodation, normal engine priority. Range is medium. Can't mess with the freeboard too much. We have 14 tons to work with. And we can squeeze out an extra knot of speed. Making them not too significantly slower than the ones we already have, which I designed to be relatively cheap. And considering what I'm seeing with this, I think I'm just going to build more of those, even though they're 100 tons less, although they're short ranged. Regardless, that's what I want to go with. And get a few of those going. For the wartime, they'll fill in. And I think we're going to save the rest of that for the time being. I will take another look at the heavy cruisers to see if maybe we can tweak them a little bit with any of the technology that's been researched already. I think I'm going to keep them with the 9-inch turrets. Extra knot of speed's a little bit too much. Could slap on slightly more armor. And checking the penetration data, might want to put that into the turrets rather than the belt. And bring it down. And there is a design that I'm starting to like. Ooh. It's fine. I like it. It's going to be a little bit expensive, but that's alright. And apparently we've got new fire control. So I'll put that back into the conning tower. Everything appears to be alright. Save that design. Go straight in. Build 2 of them. Be a little short on funds, but I think it'll work out. Not surprising. Subs, enemy coastal raid. So it'd be interesting with a solo battleship by itself. Get the settings where they are and see if we can't find us a German raider. Which appears to be been spotted by a patrol boat. Or no, it is a patrol boat. So we're probably looking at a German destroyer off the south end of Formosa. Currently attacking a transport, if you saw the log reports up in the upper left. Not seeing it yet. But it was close enough for a while. Not currently attacking anything. Now it's attacking another transport. Straddling. To get some hits in. Most likely that transport sunk. We'll find out. It's up with the coastal batteries. First time I've invested so heavily in coastal batteries, as you saw in the first episode, if you're rejoining me. And not disappointed. Not yet, at least. Still very early on. And we should be closing in now. Nighttime might be a little dicey. We'll have to see. And we have another report of a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser. Somewhere in this vicinity. I'm looking for it now. And they're reporting more heavy cruisers and a destroyer. Seems a bit much. So these reports tend to be a little bit inaccurate. Report that fog of war because it's a radio report. Did they get the right information? Did they spot the right kind of thing? Alright, closing in, and there we go. We have the sighting of an enemy light cruiser. Turn away to avoid their torpedoes. Flip around. Getting a shot into the superstructure. Getting a hit with the 11-inch. Coastal battery firing. Firing again, no hits. Another 11-inch into it. Took a light shell hit, but it didn't achieve anything. Got a 7-inch into light cruiser, and she's off. Going the other way. We'll turn about away to avoid any torpedoes that might have been launched. Although they tend to be a little bit unreliable in launching this early in the game. And she got a few rounds into the installation as she passed by. And now we're in gun range again because we've got them spotted. 7-inch hit into a 12-inch. No hits, no hits. Got a 12-inch and a 5-inch. Reporting as light damage. Armor angling does matter in this, and with this oblique angle, could be not achieving too much with these hits. Couple 7-inch, 5-inch. She's got to be feeling it by now. Another 7-inch. Yeah, she's slowing down. We got her for sure. 7-inch, 5-inch, 12-inch. Yeah, she's slowing down. She's bracketed. She's done for. Yeah, I don't think that's light damage anymore. And I think we got her taken care of. Take another pass. Move along. And then we're just going to sail away. Presume she's going to be sunk here soon. Drop down to cruise speed. Don't want to foul the grates, which that slows you down a knot or two depending on how long you've been doing it. Going at a slower speed allows your engineers aboard the ship to actually go and clean the grates off because a lot of soot builds up. You can't ventilate as well. Something coal burning ships had to deal with a lot. I'm going to accelerate it. We'll pass by the wreck. She's not there. No, I do not want to turn to port. And local time is about to be, oh, yep, sure enough, daytime. No enemy ships in sight, so it looks like we got the light cruiser for no loss of our own, except for the transport. The other one was damaged. And the shore batteries, they took a few hits, but nothing major. So that worked out well. Stats, if anybody wants to look at them for a little bit more, but that seemed pretty straightforward to me. And we'd taken 2 light hits. Major victory, good amount of points. Helps out with the blockade that we were under last time. Cancel out those points, and now I have enough ships repaired that that's less of a concern now. And we can get these 2 destroyers to be on coastal patrol and pull our heavy cruiser off. If we can, one of those destroyers, yeah, they'll be minimal, but that'll work out. With that, I think we will pause construction of one of these. The last of the coastal batteries will be completed in a few months' time, and we'll have the money to finish out the heavy cruiser then. Check once more. Yeah, Germany has a battleship, a heavy cruiser, and a few destroyers. Not too concerning at this point. Get an extra heavy cruiser. Advances in fire control, always welcome. Convoy attack, medium. Prefer to be on the attack, and our forces look pretty well. Probably be the heavy cruiser, or just some destroyers with a medium battle. Okay. Get going since everything's locked until you sight each other. And there it is. Come up to full speed. Let's see what we have. Guessing these are a couple destroyers. These as well, and these are the transports. Oh, that was a second line of transports, so we got plenty of targets. As soon as we get close enough, we can compare the German destroyers to our own. I think, yep, we can just see them. Got a pair of 3-inchers and 3 torpedoes per side, 4 altogether. And they're slower. As a reminder, for ours, we got a pair of 4-inchers and just the one. So in a gun battle, we've got them. And as we close in, taking pot shots, got a torpedo into one of those merchants. Come around, see if we can't get some shells into these guys. Not having any luck so far, but oh, well, that's unfortunate. Doesn't look too bad, but that does bring her down to a full stop, and she'll have to come up in speed again, which leaves her vulnerable. And sure enough, took a 3-inch to the end of the hull. Saw real quick, she launched torps. Didn't see where those went. I'm going through this fairly quickly. Come around, try to get some rounds into the merchants, as well as trying to plank away at these German destroyers. Be nice if we sank one. I know that certainly make things a little easier as we move forward. The namesake of the coastal defense destroyer, as I'm calling it, still stuck out here, not moving yet, but she's at least firing on this other transport, and I think the objective is 2. Yes. So I'm fairly certain we've got this now. And the other destroyer, oh, there she goes. These guys are closing in, shying away as they get into torpedo range. And there it is. Yeah, she lost electric power, so she was down for a lot longer. Moving forward. Yeah, they're firing at us, but oh, there's a hit, and because of that, they have a decent firing solution, and I'm going to move so that we move out and we return the favor. Maneuvering kind of spoils their firing solution, reflected by a hit chance in here. I believe there's one for target maneuvering, target turning. Yeah. Winds out of the southwest. Can't really use that to our advantage right now. Near miss. Come back, see if we can pick up our other destroyer to help with this, because now we've taken several hits. Got some flotation damage. Just come down in speed slightly. Let's see if we can't even the odds some now. Got another hit on the second destroyer. Ooh. That's less than ideal. Interesting that it says fires 2 medium guns when we know they have nothing but 3-inchers, as we're reporting the hit as a light hit. Which I don't know if I'd noticed before, but I think that might be some of the fog of war. And with the loss of the conning tower, lose control of the ship for a couple rounds. And then we have it back, and the Akikaze should reconnect. Yep. Now we have both of them. They have the torpedo advantage, so we don't want to close with them. in a non-optimal torpedo solution where they'll be ahead of us, where they were here or here. Wouldn't be ideal because the torpedo could go straight out, minimum travel time, and then this ship would be in this position, torpedo would come in. So Akikaze, near miss, come in a little bit, try to spoil that solution, get a hit into that S-18. Now you don't want to maneuver if you don't have to, because it spoils your own firing solution and you'll lose some of that hit chance. And I don't think I see it in here. Might have to get a few hits in to really get it solid. Destroyers really struggle. Akikaze got that hit. And we see nope, I don't see a bonus for having already hit them and having a decent firing solution. And as you can see, they're maneuvering a bit. At this point, we've achieved the objective. We can disengage at our leisure. And the merchants aren't really a factor anymore. They'd be easy targets. I wouldn't mind going back, hitting a couple of them, just for the points from sinking them. But I much prefer to take out these destroyers, especially as they're starting to accumulate a little damage. Like they're reporting this one as medium. And she's slowing. Yes, definitely slowing. Should make her easier to hit. Scare her away with torpedoes. Got the other one. Another hit on the other one. Akikaze doing well now. One more tries. And they're turning away. We'll follow them. I'm probably headed back to the convoy as is. Continue pursuing. Starting to sight that convoy again. And yeah, this was the lead ship when we were on the other course. She's definitely not at full speed anymore. Akikaze at 25. Max speed for the Shiokaze 28 because of that damage earlier. They're closing in. Akikaze takes a hit. We return the favor. And continuing to blink away at each other without result. Force them to maneuver a little bit. Actually, now that I'm noticing the angle, are we getting accuracy hit due to smoke? And we aren't, because the breeze is out of the southwest, blowing the smoke that direction. So if we're at the wrong angle, we're getting our view obscured by our own smoke, whereas theirs blows out of the way so their gunners can see. But we weren't quite at that right angle. We keep cutting them off because we have the speed advantage. We can get the wind gauge in our favor and possibly spoil their gunner's sight. Finally, another hit. Sighting the convoy again. Yeah, and we're getting really low on ammo, so we're going to have to peel away here soon. Time to get a little bit more aggressive. The fuel they have on board is plenty for a scenario like this. Our max time is 500. More if you're constantly engaged, but we'll run out of ammo before we get to that point. little risky getting this close, but as long as we got the angles right, we shouldn't be too threatened by their torpedoes. We'll have some nice close shots. But I don't think we're going to be able to take them out. These early destroyers, they're pretty limited in capability. The unfortunate fact of it. Oh, and the Shiokaze gets conning tower, and with that, I think I'm going to peel away. Much as I'd like to take these guys out, maybe we'll see. Says they have heavy damage. I'm pretty doubtful. How much ammo do we have left? 41 rounds. 53. And they're maneuvering a lot. The AI being pretty good at that. Constantly maneuvering, forcing you to constantly shift. And at this point, yeah, the rate of fire is probably very low on ammo, yeah. And 43. I'll probably go another couple rounds. Especially as she's still going significantly slower than her partner. We'll try another pass, try to get a little closer. I don't think we're gonna get it though. Like I don't even think we're firing every round anymore. And yeah, I'm gonna call it at that point. Head back to the home islands, call it a day. We sink a couple transports and put the scare into them. But it's time to call it a day. Head back. It's an unknown ship in that direction. Oh, the convoy. Looks like those two destroyers may have been damaged enough to actually head back to their home port. Although it could also be that just because they were engaged with us, they were looking to continue that engagement and seek a better position. So we've got the two transports, medium damage, light damage to those two destroyers, light damage to two of ours. Stats if you want to see them. I'm curious about number of hits. We got them. Really wasn't all that many. Unfortunate, but that's the fire control early on. Minor victory. I'll take it. And with that, we are pushing about 30 minutes. And I wanted to say thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you get a chance, I can recommend checking out a few other channels. These guys really helped me in both encouraging me to start recording. TortugaPower in particular, setting up a tournament that got me a copy of Rule the Waves 2, which I will also be featuring when that comes out, which is why I'm doing this series right now. Kind of get used to what I need to do to get the videos set up, get them uploaded, and get used to the whole YouTubing thing. But in particular, TortugaPower, Lightning Dragon, BLXZ, and the Historical Gamer, they've all been fantastic and helpful. And if you check my recommend my subscribed channels, you'll see them there, and I'll put links down below to their channels. Check out a few of the videos. If you like them, great. If not, no obligation to be there. I'm happy to host you here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.